If you've ever said, "I don't like my voice," or "I wish I sounded like that singer," or "I think my tone is not good," then you need to hear this. Because one of the biggest misunderstandings in singing is this: people think having a good tone means sounding like someone else. And that mindset alone can limit your growth as a singer. Let's fix that. When we talk about good tone in singing, we are not talking about changing your natural voice. We are not talking about copying your favorite artist. And we are definitely not talking about losing your uniqueness. Your voice has something very important called timbre. Timbre is your natural, inbuilt voice quality, the unique sound that makes people recognize you instantly. It's the reason someone can hear you sing on a song even without seeing you and say, "Oh, that's you." That is your vocal identity. Think about your favorite singers. The moment they start singing, you already know who it is. Why? Because their timbre is already registered in your mind, and that same timbre is still present when they speak. So understand this clearly. Your timbre is not the problem. Your timbre is not something you need to replace. You don't throw it away. You develop it. You refine how it is used. Now, this is where many singers get confused because the words tone and timbre are often used interchangeably. But for you to truly understand singing, we need to separate them in this context. Timbre is your natural, inbuilt voice quality. Tone, on the other hand, is how that voice is being used and shaped when you sing. So now the question becomes, what exactly is a good tone? A good tone is simply a vocal sound that is pleasant to listen to, controlled, balanced, and appropriate for the style of music. Now here's something powerful. Your tone is flexible. You can improve it. You can adjust it. You can shape it to suit different styles of music. That's why advanced singers can move between genres and still sound amazing. Sometimes you even feel like they have more than one voice, but they don't. They've just learned how to control their tone. For example, a pop singer typically uses a brighter, lighter tone. An opera singer uses a darker, fuller, more spacious tone. Same human voice, but completely different tone qualities. Now let's go deeper. What actually controls your tone? There are three main components involved in singing: your breath support system, your vocal folds, which produce the sound, and your vocal tract, which shapes the sound. For tone specifically, the major players are your vocal folds and your resonance. But your breath support must still be working in coordination with them. Everything must be in synergy. Your vocal folds determine how the sound starts. This is what we call vocal onset. Whether the sound is clean, breathy, or pressed, all of that affects your tone quality. Then comes your resonance. This is where the real shaping happens. Your vocal tract, which includes spaces like your pharynx, the mouth cavity, and the nasal space, acts like a system of resonators. So these spaces determine the color of your sound. So when we talk about tone, we are really talking about how sound is being shaped inside these spaces. Now here's the key idea. Space and placement control tone. If you increase the space in your vocal tract, your tone becomes fuller, richer, and darker. If you reduce the space or bring the sound more forward, your tone becomes brighter and lighter. Your articulators, like your tongue, jaw, lips, and soft palate, help adjust the shape and size of these spaces. That means you can actually design your sound. For example, if your natural tone feels too dark or heavy and you want something warmer and brighter, you don't force it, you make adjustments. You can bring the sound slightly forward, adjust your resonance, modify your internal space, and gradually your tone begins to change. This is why some singers sound rich and full, while others sound light and sharp. It's not magic, it's control. And this leads to one of the most important things you must do as a singer. A good tone is not about sounding like someone else.
It is about understanding your natural voice, learning how your voice works, and shaping your sound intentionally. And most importantly, choosing a tone that fits the music and connects with your audience emotionally. Because at the end of the day, people don't just listen to sound, they respond to how that sound makes them feel. In future lessons, we'll go deeper into vocal tract exercises, tone control techniques, and practical ways to shape your sound. So stay tuned and keep developing your voice. Until next time, singers, one mic and happy singing.